oldest made 3 championships in a row. Is that correct?
Yeah, this is 3 in a row.
Hey, Shawn, your mic's on.
Make sure you get your mic on there. There you go.
Okay.
So go ahead and.
Yeah, this is 3 in a row for us.
What do they call that? Like, is it area middle?
East Tennessee Area 2 Middle School Championship.
East Tennessee Area 2.
Yes, sir.
And it's like PWSAA. Is it?
Yes, it's TMSAA.
Yeah. So 3 in a row. So, wow. Is that how long you been coaching at Coalfield Middle?
This is my 15th season, and this is the first time we've won 3. We went back to back a few years ago. We've had a lot of classes that won as a 6th grade and an 8th grade, but never had a class that won all 3 years.
So how many total championships do you have?
This was the school's 8th.
Okay.
So we joined the Middle School Association in 2004, and I started in 07, and we made the championship that year and lost, and got back in 09 and won, and we've won 8 since 2009.
Okay. And we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight here to the Locker Room Chat. We're visiting with the Coalfield head football coach, Shawn Basler, of the middle school, Coalfield Yellow Jackets. And phone lines are open. If you'd like to call in, 483-8112. And we might have some calls tonight. Who knows? But Coach Basler's brought along 6 of his 8th graders, and we're going to call their names out here. We have with us Brody Jackson. Let's go ahead and raise your hand, Brody. Cruz Shannon. That's a pretty cool name. Lucas Adcock. Isaac Inman. Grayson Soldner. How you pronounce that? Soldner. Grayson Soldner. Jaden Bunch. And Lane Adcock. Oh, Lane's on the sidelines over there. He's a 7th grader, so he might be on next year, right?
Let's hope so.
Coach Basler just brought in. This is 8th graders. So how many total 8th graders do you have? Is this all of them?
We had 10. We invited them all to come. I guess some of them are home doing homework.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. This class, they finished 28-2 as a group and won 3 championships. That's pretty good.
Wow. 28-2.
Pretty good record.
Walter?
Coach, I guess you're the main feeder system for Coalfield, the high school that does quite well. You must work a great deal in conjunction with the coaching staff at the high school. You're definitely putting some juggernauts into the high school.
Well, we've always had a lot of support from our high school. Coach Henry was a huge supporter of our team, our program. Anything we needed, he helped us get. And the transition this year has been seamless with Coach Napier. Of course, he played for me coming up, went through our program, so he understands the benefit of what we try to do. We try to give them a little bit of a heads up for when they get into the high school. We do a lot of the same terminology and things. Everything's not exactly the same, but we try to minimize that transition so that when they get up there, they're maybe a little more prepared than somebody who's not been through things.
And how do you get the players out to the degree that you do, or as far as getting, how many players do you have in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grades that play?
We have probably about 45 to 50 boys in our school, and we had 28 out this year.
Okay.
So one of the bigger groups we've had. We normally have about 25, 26. We let it be known to all of them that they're welcome to come out, and we try to make sure that that they want to, and that it's something that they would enjoy. We do work hard, and you know, football's not for everybody. We don't discriminate against the ones that choose not to play, but we do a pretty good job of getting the ones that do want to play, or the ones that can help us out.
And you've got, what, 3 championships in a row? That's quite amazing.
Yeah, it's been a really fun run with this group here. You know, a lot of different. All 3 were different years. The first year we went undefeated, and when they were in 6th grade, and didn't have a lot of games where anything was really close. And last year went 9-1, and had some games where things were tight and tough. And this year it was, you know, there were weeks that we didn't feel like we were very good, and were fortunate enough to win. But we got better as the year went, and we really played our best football towards the end of the year.
And who do you play are generally in your conference?
We got the county schools. Midway's in our conference as well. Midway won the regular season this year. They beat us at their place. It's first regular season league game we'd lost in quite some time. But that probably did a lot for us, because after that loss we played the best we played all year. Beat 3 really good teams that probably had more talent than we did. Following that loss, you know, we talked to them about, you can't just roll that black helmet out there and expect teams to run from you. And it was a good wake-up call for us, and I think they answered the bell really well.
Coach Basler, I know Coalfield is all in one school, a big umbrella. You got, was it K through 12?
Yeah, we're pre-K through 12 now.
Pre-K through 12, and if you would, just talk about, I know you got some other duties there at Coalfield, and you're a teacher there as well, and what grade do you teach, and some of your other duties?
I teach history, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I am the middle school history department. The only teacher that does social studies in the middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the athletic director for both the high school and the middle school.
AD.
And I drive a school bus as well.
Wow. You do everything, but
Let's try to stay busy.
sell popcorn, right?
I don't know. We've had some good popcorn sellers over there, so I don't know if I can do that any justice.
You drive a bus, so you bring kids in the morning?
Yeah, we
Take 'em home,
we get them and take them home.
Wow. That's awesome. Well, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about some of the games. We'll go ahead and mention some of the games last week, Walter, before we take our first break and meet some of these kids for the Coalfield. We'll start out with Coalfield. The Yellow Jackets put it on Midway, 41-6, and that's who y'all beat in your championship, right?
Yeah, it's become a pretty good little rivalry between the two schools. The high schools, and we played middle school and high school for years, and they've got a really good group of kids in their high school, and their 8th grade group is a really talented group as well. So their high school is going to be in fairly good shape for a while.
I know Midway had some good players, quarterback Emmett Hagelin and receiver Caleb Goodman, had I think Ty Mason on as well, running back.
His little brother is an 8th grader. He was a very good player on the middle school team.
That's a pretty impressive win for the Yellow Jackets last week. Big win, 41-6.
Anytime you're winning at this time of year, it's big.
Some other scores, Cloudland was all over Oakdale, 60-16, and that's who Coalfield plays this week. They'll be traveling to Cloudland, and so it might be snowing up there Friday night.
We'll play in the snow.
Yeah.
I'd rather play in the snow than be sitting at home this time of year. So,
How long does it take to get to Cloudland?
according to Google Maps, it's 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm not sure.
It's a pretty winding road up.
It's rough. After you leave Elizabethton, it seems like it takes forever. It just the road never ends.
But Coalfield's the only team, Walter, in our viewing area, the Tri-County there, Roan, Anderson, and Morgan, that won out of those 7 teams. I guess 6 were left last week, and
Right.
Coalfield only one to advance. So pretty rough for some of the local teams in our area.
It certainly was. Anderson County had a rough time in theirs.
Yeah, Anderson County fell to Elizabethton of 45-7. That quarterback for Elizabethton, he's really good.
Quite impressive.
Anderson County, they won the region. Didn't have the overall record that they would like to have had. They ended up the season 6-6, but they did win their region, and it's pretty good. And, they lost their quarterback about midway through, and was able to go home and still win that region. I think the running back Gavin Noe, he was right at 1,500 yards and quite a few touchdowns.
A great season for him.
Sure was. And Kingston also, they went down to Giles County and played, and Giles County's pretty good, apparently. Ranked number 2, they won 45-0 over the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, that was Giles County's a very good football team, and they've got a chance to unseat, I guess, is it Alcoa that they could play down the road? Loudon.
Got Loudon this week, so looking probably eventually to play Alcoa,
Right.
probably. Unless Loudon could possibly knock them off. But Kingston had a good season, ended up 8-4. Had a home playoff game, first time in 20 years, so finished second in their region. So congratulations, Coach Pankey and his Yellow Jackets. Rockwood, another team here in Roan County. Hampton went to Rockwood and won 47-18.
That surprised me. I thought Rockwood would have a closer game in that one. Hampton really had what they needed to have to win that one by quite a bit.
Yeah, Hampton 9-2 now, and they'll go on and play Oneida this week. But Rockwood ends the season 8-4. I think they were on a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah.
Coming into that game, so Coach Webb, after a 1-3 start, they end up 8-4, and Hampton coming in looked pretty tough, I thought. But like you said, I didn't expect the outcome. I figured that'd be a closer game. But Oneida, big upset winners over South Green, 35-21 last week, and the Indians are playing well.
I guess you never can tell this time of year. Oneida's doing it when they need to.
Certainly are, and as I mentioned, they'll host Hampton. So if you've never been to Oneida to watch a game, that'll be a good one. They're Friday night. Powell keeps rolling over McMinn County, 49-7.
That's about normal. That's what I thought would probably happen, because if Powell's on it, they are very tough.
Mm-hmm. And they will be playing Ray County this Friday, and that was probably the most entertaining game of the week. Last week was Carnes at Ray County, and Ray County won that 63-48.
Oh, what a game.
Yeah, it was sort of like a tennis match, I heard. You had to hold serve. If you didn't, the other team's going to score.
Exactly. About like the recent Tennessee-Kentucky game.
Exactly. You're right, yeah. And Shawn Bishop of Carnes had another big game, 260-something yards rushing. Ended up going over 3,000 yards.
My goodness.
So maybe over 31, I'm not sure. But he had 6 touchdowns as well. And threw a touchdown pass. So,
So is he back another year?
yeah, he's just a junior.
okay.
He's back another year. So,
Well, Carnes is going to have a good one, and I hope Tennessee gets him before it's
I
said and
know
done.
Coach Heupel's really after him,
Oh, yeah.
just a junior. The running back for Ray County in that game had 365 yards. So,
Goodness
yeah,
gracious.
it was quite the game. I think Carnes led early. But, Ray County will advance to play Powell. Farragut went to Bradley Central and got some revenge, winning by a field goal. They lost earlier in the year on a last-second field goal this week. Or last week they won 27-24.
I saw a little bit of that game on TV, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Farragut just keeps winning when you sort of least expect.
Mm-hmm. They are 6-6, and they'll be traveling to Maryville. Play the Rebels. So,
That's probably unfortunate for them, but
yeah, Farragut may give them a pretty good test. They've been playing well of late, so
oh yeah.
dangerous team. And also West over David Crockett, 42-13, and they will host Central, two teams out of Knoxville in the same region this Friday night at West.
They have a very good rivalry between those two. I will think West will win, but I think it's going to be a close one.
Yeah, West really put it on them early and sort of late in the season, won by a pretty good margin. So
I think Central will be a little bit on the upset side.
Probably be a little bit closer. But we're going to go ahead and take our first break of the night, and we'll be back and visit with the Coalfield Middle School 8th graders, fresh off a football championship, and head coach here, Shawn Basler. And we'll be back. You're watching Locker Room Chat.
Mulch & More in Midtown is your landscaping headquarters. They offer mulch, topsoil, all types of gravel, sand, rock, crab orchard stone, riprap stone, and limestone gravel. Mulch & More does light excavation work. Do you need a driveway repaired? They can do it. Plus, Mulch & More can do your water and sewer lines, French drains, and more with Ditch Witch services. So whether you only need a half cubic yard up to 20 cubic yards, Mulch & More can help you. Give Gary a call today at 865-234-7060 at Mulch & More in Midtown.
Roan Metals Group has been serving East Tennessee for decades. Locally owned and operated with convenient hours of operation. Roan Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing's too big or too small. Still have that clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Roan Metals Group are specialists in industrial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Roan Metals urges you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. A member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Roan Metals Group. Turn that scrap into cash.
At Roan Medical Center, we are committed to serving this community and providing the best possible care for our patients. We have 20 medical specialists on staff representing all areas of care in a clean and safe environment. You don't have to go out of town to receive excellence in outpatient services, so please don't delay. The care you deserve is right here, right now. For the moments of need, we are here for you.
Duff Subaru would like to announce the opening of our brand new, larger facility in Kingston. This new facility was designed to offer unmatched comfort and convenience for our customers. Our service department now offers full tire and alignment services, express oil changes, and a car wash included with each service. We're conveniently located at I-40 exit 356 in Kingston, an easy drive from anywhere in the greater Knoxville area. Earl Duff Subaru, Tennessee's only 10-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Award.
All remaining 2021 Ascent models have 0.9% financing available at Earl Duff Subaru in Kingston.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Welcome back into the Locker Room Chat. And we have with us tonight the Coalfield Middle School Yellow Jackets football team, fresh off a third straight area middle championship, back to back to back. So congratulations, and Coach Basler here with us. talk about some of his players. And before we do that, some big news in high school football here locally in Oak Ridge. And Coach Joe Gaddis has decided to retire after 38 years, Walter.
That is quite amazing. And when he first started at Oak Ridge, he had a 4-year stint. I read that he was 49-5, and of course won the state championship in 1991. That is quite incredible.
It sure is, and Coach Gaddis will certainly be missed. And overall record of 334 wins and 146 losses. At Oak Ridge alone, I figured it up. He coached 20 years at Oak Ridge, and he was 196-58, and he had 2 stints at Oak Ridge from 1988 to 98, and also from 2013 through this last year, 2021. So Coach Gaddis was elected to the Hall of Fame, Tennessee Football Coaches Hall of Fame in 2018, and you don't have many coaches elected to that are, currently coaching.
Oh, he's quite impressive. He's got a long resume, been in 2 or 3 different states, started in Tullahoma, and then at Oak Ridge 2 different stints. And that alone, when he was first a coach, I guess his 5th year or something, 1988 through 91, 49-5. I don't know too many coaches that can have that sort of stint.
Yeah, and they, as you mentioned, they won the state championship at Oak Ridge in '91, and played for it again in 2005, I believe, and then also last year, state runner-up. So, and as you mentioned, he actually coached in 4 different states, counting Tennessee, 3 other states, Mississippi, Alabama, and North Carolina. He had coaching stints in the state of Tennessee. He started out, as you mentioned, at Tullahoma in 1983, came to Oak Ridge. Also was at Henry County and also at Peabody. He was 1 year there at Peabody, so before he came to Oak Ridge. So quite the career for Coach Joe Gaddis, and we wish him nothing but the best in his retirement. I think he's going to stay at Oak Ridge, might be doing something there at the high school.
That's my understanding. I think he's still going to be a teacher or what have you, and enjoy his retirement. But 69 years old, he probably could have another few years if he wanted to, but, well, he's got the years behind him. So.
And you got some other coaching news from Oak Ridge?
Right. The Oak Ridge defensive fellow, Jeff Miner, who's had 17 years as an assistant at Oak Ridge, particularly on defense, is going to take over Hardin Valley's duties as the head coach. And he's been at Oak Ridge for a lot of years and played at Oak Ridge, but took the Hardin Valley job and decided to actually, before he found out about Coach Gaddis, but he decided to go on and has a whole lot of friends and what have you in the Oak Ridge area, but thought it was time to head on to a head coaching job. So
he's been an assistant at Oak Ridge for 17 years.
Right.
And defensive coordinator.
Right, exactly. And Union County also has promoted Assistant Steve Smith to the head coaching job for Larry Kerr. And Kerr, at 71 years old, is retiring, which he had previously retired and then came back for 1 year because his son left the head coaching job at Union County to go be an assistant at Campbell County. And so Kerr is leaving, and now Steve Smith is the new coach. He's previously been the assistant for 4 years at Union County.
I think I know Steve Smith. I used to work with him. I think he was a head coach at Jellicoe for a little bit. But, Coach Kerr, is he in the Hall of Fame? He should be.
Oh, yeah, he's done quite well. He even took Old Lake City High School to the state playoffs back in the 80s, and then, of course, won the championship at Halls, and did quite well and laid the groundwork, really, for Anderson County to continue to be quite good.
He certainly did. He pretty much built that program, I think. And
oh, yes.
Coach Gillum's come on and carried it on, and So sort of sad to see Coach Kerr 71, but he had retired previously, you said, and
Right, and came back and was working with his son, and then took it back, and then just decided that he'd pack it on in. So
quite the motivator, Coach Kerr.
Oh yes.
You know, he took that Union County job. I think they had lost like 20-something games in a row.
26 in a row.
And then took them to the playoffs. That first year, I think. I'm not sure. But
He won 12 games in 3 seasons, which for there, that's quite good.
yeah, that's pretty good. So congratulations to those coaches that we mentioned. So wish them nothing but the best. And Coach Kerr and Coach Gaddis, that's quite the pair right there.
Two great ones from East Tennessee.
Sidelines won't be the same without them.
That's very true.
So let's go ahead now and visit more with Coach Basler and his student athletes here, his young men. First up, we're going to talk with Brody Jackson. Brody, how you doing, Brody?
Good.
What position you play?
Lineman.
You're a lineman?
Yeah.
What position on the line?
Left tackle.
Left tackle. Do you play defense too?
Not really.
Uh-huh. Okay. Talk a little bit about Brody, Coach Basler.
Well, Brody's a 3-year kid with us. He's one that's very coachable. If he got his hands on you, you were blocked. He struggled at times with the speed. If somebody was quick, his foot speed wasn't where it needed to be. But he did a really good job. He stepped in at center for us a few times this year, and that's a tough gig to step into. And he did really well. Late in the year, when we had to shuffle some people around, he moved into left tackle and played really well.
Brody, you play any other sports?
No.
Do you have any brothers, older brothers that
no.
played? Uh-huh. Okay. Let's talk to this next young man up here. Quarterback, right? Quarterback Lucas Adcock. If you would, just go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Lucas Adcock. I'm a quarterback.
Okay.
And a middle linebacker.
Middle linebacker and quarterback. Talk about Lucas. Is he a 2-year starter?
He's a 2-year starter. This is his first year starting at quarterback, but he, as a 6th grader, we had a kid get hurt, and he stepped in, and when the kid got back, we couldn't take him off the field. He really played well defensively. He started all 3 years on defense and played a lot in different positions on offense, but this is his first year at quarterback.
Walter?
So you're a 3-year starter. That's quite impressive. Have you played any other sports previously, or do you play baseball or anything?
Yeah, baseball and basketball.
Okay, so you're very much an athlete all the way around.
Yes, sir.
And have you played sports pretty much all your life, or?
Yeah, since I was 4.
Okay. And are you getting ready to play high school? And what are your prospects on playing high school football?
It's different. A lot different in middle school.
Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got an important question, high school basketball.
Coach Brad Jones is wanting you to come out and play basketball.
Yeah.
Do you play basketball?
Not in high school, no.
Not yet. Okay. You play in middle school?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk to Cruz Shannon. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us what position you play.
I'm Cruz Shannon, and I play running back and linebacker.
Okay, how many touchdowns did you have this year?
Only 2.
Just two. What was your biggest game? I mean, yardage-wise.
I'd probably say Fairview in the regular season. I had a 27 reverse play called, and I got a lot of yards on that.
Talk a little bit about Cruz.
Well, Cruz, he's kind of the heart and soul. He's the one that you look to when you need somebody to make a play. First defensive snap of the season, he came up and hit a running back from Harriman for about a 6 or 7 yard loss, and just set the tone for that game. Unfortunately, he had an injury later in the year that cost him last 4 or 5 games, but he never missed a practice. We started calling him Coach Cruz, and he was right there with us the whole way.
And Cruz, you look pretty fast. How fast are you?
Just fast enough to make plays, I guess.
You play any other sports?
Yeah, basketball.
Basketball. You going to play in high school for Coach Jones?
I'm thinking about it. I don't know.
Cruz is another 3-year player for us.
Okay. Let's meet this next young man. Go ahead and introduce yourself and what position you play.
I'm Jaden Bunch. I played running back for the whole year. I varied between positions on defense, mostly linebacker though.
What do you like best, offense or defense?
Most definitely offense.
Talk a little bit about Jaden.
Well, Jaden's one. This is his first year out with us. We got him down there in the spring, and we're really surprised at how well he did things. He hadn't played in a while, but just his natural ability started taking over. And first offensive snap of the year, I think he went about 80 yards. And he ended the year with about 1,200 yards rushing and scored somewhere around 30 touchdowns. He was just an absolute stud this year. Very fortunate that he decided to come out and play with us. Made a huge difference.
This first year player?
This is his first year with us.
What type of offense do y'all run?
We're typically in the spread. We can get in tighter formations, but we stay in the spread. But we run mainly off tackle. We don't do a lot of sweeps and things like that. And we throw the ball probably 20-25% of the time. So we're mainly just spread it out, but still run off tackle.
Sort of a power type game.
Yeah, we like to. I do. Our offensive guy, he would throw it a lot more if I'd let him, but we like to.
Sort of like the high school teams, more their power running.
Yeah, I like to try to impose our will on people and
Walter?
run the football.
Jaden, talk about this is your first year. Have you played any other sports prior to this?
I played basketball. I've played 3 years of middle school basketball.
Well, I think Brad will probably want you to come out too. So.
He needs some players.
Yeah, I'll play for sure.
Well, we've got something for you there, Brad.
There you go.
And what are your favorite hobbies?
Just playing football is my favorite.
Oh, okay, that's a good hobby to have.
Yep.
That's for sure. And are you looking forward to playing high school football and basketball?
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a challenge, but it'll be fun.
Sounds good.
What's it like playing for Coach Basler?
It's real fun being on a winning team. So yeah.
Is he a pretty? Is he a player's coach, or is he? Coach Basler's the. Guess he give you some tough love every now and then, or?
Yeah, he'll give tough love.
Okay, let's talk this next young man and interesting story about him. If you would go ahead and introduce yourself and what position you play.
I'm Grayson Soldner.
Or what position you would have played?
Well, probably linebacker.
That's the coach here.
Grayson's one that when the schools started shutting down and offering distance learning and things, he did that, and then he ended up repeating 8th grade voluntarily, and we thought that I actually repeated 7th grade, and we'd gotten a ruling from TSSAA that he was going to be okay, and then we got a different ruling from a different person down there that said he actually was not going to be eligible to play. So he practiced a week or so with us, and then got that ripped from him, but he still came to practice. He came to all the games. He was another one that was as more of a coach with us. He would run them through agilities and stretching and things. Very supportive. We really hated what happened. Hated that we didn't get to have him on the field, but we're certainly glad that he was part of us, and we certainly look forward to him wearing the orange and black for the next 4 years for the high school.
I bet Coach Napier's looking forward to having him.
I believe so, yeah.
Grayson, how hard was it on you this year to sit out?
It was pretty hard. It was rough because I grew up with this boy right here all my life, and we've always been teammates. But it was pretty hard. I had to watch everybody play the sport that I loved. So
you played. You were at Wartburg.
I was at Wartburg.
So you played against some of these.
Yeah.
Some of these.
Played with and against some of these.
Right.
Boys.
Do you have any bragging rights on them last year?
No, they got me there.
Did you? Yeah. Did you tackle Cruz?
No.
Did you tackle Cruz or?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Or Lucas?
Maybe growing up, but
Yeah.
long time ago.
You play any other sports?
Baseball mostly.
You like basketball?
I'm kind of a big boy, so I don't play basketball much.
Brad might need some post players. Coach Jones. Well, Walter?
So you've played, you're going to be heading to the 9th grade. How big a fella are you? You're pretty good size coming out of 8th grade.
Yeah, pretty big. I'm not sure. I'm like 5'8", 230 or something.
Okay. Well, you'll definitely help. You think you may play lineman when you get into high school? Or?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
I'll play anything, though.
You seem quite versatile. That's good.
Okay, let's meet this next young man. Go ahead and introduce yourself and what position you play.
My name's Isaac Emmett, and I play middle linebacker.
We're visiting with the Coalfield Middle School Yellow Jackets, and Isaac, so you play linebacker?
Yeah.
You play offense? What?
Yeah, I play offensive line and fullback sometimes when I was needed back there in like a heavy set or something.
You like offense or defense the best?
Defense.
Defense, And do you play outside linebacker?
No, I play middle linebacker.
Middle? Okay. Coach Basler, speak on Isaac.
Isaac's, he's another one of those 3-year kids. Played with us 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. He started out thinking he wanted to be a fullback, and we finally convinced him that he would be a pretty good offensive lineman. He made that move and made us better. And this year, we did move him back to play blocking back, so a fullback some, and when in a set that we call heavy, and that really is about the time that our season really changed around, and it was a good move for him, and definitely a good move for us.
Walter?
Well, you're 28-2, and as in middle school and then heading to high school's got a good tradition. Are you looking forward to playing high school football?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it. It's going to be scary and challenging, but I'm looking forward to playing it.
And how many, Coach, did you say you were losing from the 8th grade squad? 10?
We had 10 8th graders this year, yeah.
Okay.
And being a K-12 school, most of them have already gone up and started practicing with the high school since our season has ended. They're kind of double timing between middle school basketball and high school football.
That's probably a good thing that you've got pre-K through 12. They're all in the same area, so you can do that. That's one advantage you've got.
It is, yeah.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and take our last break of the night. We'll be back to visit more with these Coalfield Yellow Jackets, and you're watching the Locker Room Chat.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
We treat you like family at RMG. Bring your junk, cars, aluminum cans. We'll buy it on the spot and we'll pay you a lot. We treat you like family at RMG. Yeah, we treat you like family at RMG. We treat you like family.
Rome Metals is located just off of Highway 27 between Herman and Rockwood.
Old Subaru would like to announce the opening of our brand new, larger facility in Kingston. This new facility was designed to offer unmatched comfort and convenience for our customers. Our service department now offers full tire and alignment services, express oil changes, and a car wash included with each service. We're conveniently located at I-40 exit 356 in Kingston, an easy drive from anywhere in the greater Knoxville area. Earl Duff Subaru, Tennessee's only 10-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Award.
All remaining 2021 Ascent models have 0.9% financing available at Earl Duff Subaru in Kingston.
At Roan Medical Center, we are committed to serving this community and providing the best possible care for our patients. We have 20 medical specialists on staff representing all areas of care in a clean and safe environment. You don't have to go out of town to receive excellence in outpatient services, so please don't delay. The care you deserve is right here, right now. For the moments of need, we are here for you.
Mulch & More in Midtown is your landscaping headquarters. They offer mulch, topsoil, all types of gravel, sand, rock, crab orchard stone, riprap stone, and limestone gravel. Mulch & More does light excavation work. Do you need a driveway repaired? They can do it. Plus, Mulch & More can do your water and sewer lines, French drains, and more with Ditch Witch services. So whether you only need a half cubic yard up to 20 cubic yards, Mulch & More can help you. Give Gary a call today at 865-234-7060 at Mulch & More in Midtown.
Welcome back into the Locker Room Chat. We're visiting with the head middle school football coach for Coalfield, Shawn Basler. And Coach Basler, tough times, tragic last year, getting close to about a year since the passing of Coalfield head coach Keith Henry, and a little bit later on the passing of his brother Jared, and head coach there, and then the assistant, and the more than that, the more than coaches, but just in the school system and the community, and just a very tough loss. And just want to talk to you about Benson Napier coming in, the head coach now for Coalfield. And you mentioned off there, I think you coached him, and let's talk a bit about how Benson coming into the Coalfield football program this year, how he's doing. Obviously doing pretty good record-wise, but coming in after that happening, and let's talk about how he's handled that.
It's not a situation that I would wish on anybody. We love our staff. that we have, but we don't really like why we have them. You know, we wish that we still had Coach Henry and Coach Jared. Coach Benson has, you know, that was a tough situation to come into, but I think he's done really well. You can see in his eyes and hear in his voice that he loves being at Coalfield, and that he treasures being our coach. He's worked very hard.
He seems pretty intense. I heard him call in on the scoreboard show, and you know, he wants to get the fans out, you know, make some noise, and just, you know, get. Like he's pretty good coach as far as motivation, I think.
Yeah, you know, he's a offensive lineman, and those guys, they've got a lot of passion for the game. Don't have a lot of prima donna offensive linemen. They go to work and get the job done, and don't look for glory or accolades. And
I can tell that this year, the way Coalfield has been playing. Now they just their line is just really dominated.
One of the first things I heard him say when they were in workouts was there's consequences for losing. They would have a competition at the end, and the winners got a reward, but the ones that lost had to do extra. And I always remember that. That, you know, that's something that a lot of kids don't get taught these days. But you know, if you don't want to have those consequences, then make sure you don't lose. I like that attitude that he's bringing.
Mm-hmm. Certainly. Let's go back and visit more of these young men here coming up, the 8th graders for Coalfield, and we'll talk with Brody Jackson. And Brody, what's it mean to be a Yellow Jacket?
I love it. Better than anything else.
Mm-hmm. You grow up Coalfield kid?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's it like playing for Coach Basler?
Love it. He's good for the program, everything.
Did you have him as a teacher?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the hardest assignment he gave you?
Probably a quiz, a couple 1-9 weeks.
A couple quizzes, a pop quiz?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk with Lucas Adcock, and what's it mean for you to be a Yellow Jacket?
It means a lot. I'm happy to be one.
Uh-huh. So you grew up in Coalfield?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what's it like playing for Coach Basler?
It's great. I wouldn't want no different coach.
Uh-huh. And Coach, go ahead and talk a little bit about your staff.
Yeah, I might steer the ship, but they row the boat. I mean, they're the guys that do the dirty work at practice. They run the drills and
who are your coaches? Who are your assistants?
Ted McKinney. Ted's been with me since I got the job. He's one of the first ones I contacted about helping. He took a few years off moving up to the high school when his boys played up there, but he came back, and we've got a great relationship. You know, a lot of times we're thinking the same things. We'll bicker and disagree, but it's never anything that lasts more than a couple seconds. We both just want what's best for the team. Zach Stewart, Zach played for us. Zach was a great offensive lineman for Coalfield as well. He works with our line kids and does our defense. And we got Jeremy Adcock, Lucas's dad. He does a good job for us. He works with with our quarterbacks, receivers, and defensive backs. And Brandon Lau, this is his first year with us. He'd worked with Ted a little bit in the Little League. He does an excellent job. And we got Mike Smith, who is also on staff there at the school. He does a lot of the things that between the end of school and getting practice started, since I drive a bus, that I can't be there to do.
So you got a lot of coaches that's been with you for a while.
Oh, yeah.
It's good to have that stability.
It certainly helps.
Okay, let's go with back to Cruz. Cruz, what's it like to be a Yellow Jacket?
Feels good to be a Yellow Jacket.
Talk about the Friday nights.
There's a lot of energy. It's just a good place to be.
Looking forward to playing with Coach Napier.
He's a good guy. Good coach.
What's it like playing for Coach Basler?
Just a lot of energy. He's fast-paced and just a lot of fun. He makes it a lot of fun.
Okay, let's go to Jaden. Walter, any questions?
Yes, Jaden, what is your other hobbies other than football?
I play basketball.
Okay. And what's your favorite thing to eat?
Favorite thing to eat? I like burgers.
Okay.
But what's it mean to you to be a Yellow Jacket?
It's the first time being one, and I wouldn't rather it be anything else.
Okay. And let's go over here to Grayson. Grayson, I know you didn't get to play this year, but what's it like being at Coalfield?
I like it so far. I've met some great people already, and I think I'm going to enjoy it next few years.
And Coach Basler said you was almost like a student coach this year.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm just glad I got to be out there.
Did you get to carry a whistle?
No whistle.
No whistle, okay. Let's go to Inman, Isaac Inman, and what's it like for you to be a Yellow Jacket?
I love being a Yellow Jacket. I haven't been it all my life, but when middle school started, that's when I became a Yellow Jacket, and it's been great so far.
Who's the biggest rival for Coalfield?
Wartburg.
Wartburg?
My former school. I went there when I was in elementary school.
Did you play against Grayson?
We've been on the same team our whole life besides middle school.
Okay. And you guys, we got a little bit of time left here in the show. We got about 5 minutes. We're going to do some speed round questions for you. And Isaac, we'll start with you. We'll just go down the line, guys, with each question. Who's your favorite team? Favorite football team? Yeah.
Oh, the Seattle Seahawks.
Grayson?
Probably Seahawks, too.
It's either Cardinals or the Titans. I don't have a favorite.
Titans for life, baby.
Titans for life. Okay.
Titans.
Are y'all all Tennessee ball fans?
Yeah.
Nobody likes Florida?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Okay. Brody, who's your favorite player?
Aaron Rodgers.
Peyton Manning.
Probably Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith, wow.
OBJ.
OBJ?
Lawrence Taylor.
Who's that? Lawrence Taylor, okay. Some old school players.
I like Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey, yeah, he plays for
The Rams.
Rams. Okay. Favorite place to eat?
I gotta go Texas Roadhouse.
Outback.
Play.
Well. Applebee's.
McDonald's.
What's Brody? What's your favorite food at McDonald's?
Double quarter pounder.
Okay. What's your favorite food?
Wings.
Wendy's. Or wings? Okay. Cruz.
Buffalo wings.
Who's got the best wings, Cruz?
Hooters.
Hooters.
I like chicken nuggets.
What'd you say?
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nugget.
Steak.
Steak.
A 10-ounce ribeye.
10-ounce ribeye.
Medium rare.
From a Texas Roadhouse.
Yep. Extra rolls, too.
Medium rare.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, I like it.
Okay. You have any other? When you're not playing football, what do you like to do?
Basketball, too.
Okay. Grace.
Hang out with my buddies, go riding, just have fun.
Work out, play basketball, and listen to music.
Probably work out and spend time with my family.
Fish, hunting.
Work out for football.
Bro, do you have any? Y'all have any hidden talents?
No, not really.
No, I'm just
No
good.
hidden talents, Cruz.
My hidden talent is I don't have a hidden talent.
Don't have any. Jaden. No joiner. What about you, Grace?
No hidden talents.
I can do the worm.
Do the worm, can
Yeah, I can do the worm.
That's pretty cool. You have
No,
any?
no demonstrations.
You have any phobias? Anything you're scared of?
Clowns. Hate them. Hate clowns.
Okay, Grace.
Snakes. I hate snakes.
Spiders.
Bugs that crawl on you.
Little bugs.
It just grinds my gears.
Lucas. Lucas.
Deep water.
Deep water.
Heights.
Heights. Okay, and I'll give you a shout out before we go real quick.
54 is mine.
Caleb Langley, I know you're watching this.
Everybody-
54 is mine.
54 is mine.
Actually, 54 is mine.
54 is mine.
I don't know that, but
45 is mine.
well, we got about 30 seconds, guys. Congratulations on your championship and good luck in high school. And Coach Basler, anything you'd like to say before we go off here? We've got about 20 seconds.
Just thank you guys. Thank you for the coverage you give us. Thanks to Brad for covering our high school, streaming our game this week.
We thank you for being here. And for Walter Stair, I'm John Williams. Watch the Locker Room Chat. We'll see you next week.